So here we have some molecules with a little more complexity than we've dealt with so far, and our current naming structure is going to fail us. Notice these 3 carbon chains. All 3 are alkenes, all 3 have that double bond in them, at least one, and all 3 have 5 carbon chains. According to my current rules, I should name all 3 of these pentene. But all 3 of these have subtly different structures. I need a way to identify these subtle differences. Now, the simplest way is just going to be to number the carbons. Let's just number that, left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then with that numbering system, I can just identify which carbon does that double bond start on. And I'm going to insert that into the name. Now, this makes the name look a little less like a word and a little more like a mathematical formula, but it works wonders. So pent, and now I'm going to do a dash, a 1, a dash, ene. So this is pent 1-ene, because my double bond starts on my first carbon. Next one, my double bond starts on my second carbon, so I would actually write this as pent 2-ene. Now my last one, I need to identify that I have 2 bonds here. So I'm going to write this. I'm going to number both of them. So I've got a dash, and then I've got a 1, and then a 3. So I separate those with a comma, put my dash back in. And then I identify how many bonds are there. How many double bonds am I working with? If I've got 1, I just write the 1. I just write ene. If I've got 2, I'm going to use my normal 2 prefix diene, just like if I was naming a covalent bond. If I had 3, I would say tri. If I had 4, I would say tetra, so on and so forth. It would be uncommon that we have more than 3. So those are how we identify different placements of those double bonds. We'll need to be that specific. Now, what about these side chains? How would this change? Here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I've got pentane with 1 methyl group, so methyl. And here I've got the same thing, slightly different, methyl, pentane. Here, we'll write it again, methyl, pentane. Methyl pentane 3 times. These aren't all the same molecule. That extra methyl group is in different places each time. I need to identify which carbon does that methyl group start on. So again, I'm going to number these. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So in this case, my methyl group starts on my second carbon. So I'm just going to identify that with a 2-methyl pentane. Nice and simple. Nothing special, nothing extra. My second one, my methyl group starts on my third carbon. So I write this as 3-methyl pentane. My last one, I have 2 methyl groups. I'm going to do the same thing I did with this double bond where I use that di prefix. So I'm going to say dimethyl, because I've got 2 of them. And then they start on the 2 and the 4. So I'm going to say 2, 4, dimethyl pentane. Whenever I'm naming side chains, I need to add in those numbers to identify which carbon does this start on.